what has been the result of that very, very powerful piece you wrote, The Coronation? You know, what are you hearing back from people?
Well, one result is that I've been on an awful lot of online things to the point where I'm forgetting that people normally don't have squares around their heads, which you guys seem to have.
Is it the new Halo is a new Hollow?
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it definitely struck a chord and is now generating quite a lot of pushback, interestingly, from both the left and the right, but especially from the left, where and I'm you know, kind of processing what is so disturbing about it. And I think that I have a motto that says, in times of war, the pacifist is more hated than the enemy, because the enemy at least validates your identity as being the good guy, like you need an enemy. But the pacifist unravels that whole narrative and unravels that whole identity. And what I wrote in the Coronation, I think, disturbs any simplifying narrative that you hold about it. And there's so many people out there saying, okay, here's what it is. Not only the WHO and the CDC and the government authorities telling you, here's what's happening and here's what to do. And if you don't do it, then we're going to make you do it. But also the alternative narratives, or as some call them, the conspiracy theories, are also saying, no, that's not what it is. Here's what it is. And one of the messages that I'm putting out there is that I really don't know, and maybe no one really knows what it is. And why do we then default to a conceptualization or a story about what it is? There's a certain comfort in that, to exert a kind of a conceptual control over the world, when maybe we don't know. And could it be that one thing that COVID is offering us is an initiation outside of everything that we thought we knew, into the unknown, where the disorientation and the empty space that comes from the dissolving of the structures of the known actually makes something new available to us. So, and then the other thing is this fear of the unknown is akin to the fear of death that is so driving our culture and has driven it for so long, because that's the ultimate unknown. And in the conventional or in the official narrative, and this is almost defines our entire medical system, or even our entire society, the what I called in the essay the war on death, or the denial of death, which in the medical realm means that the goal of medicine is to prolong life as long as possible, and that any failure to do so is a failure. There's no concept of dying well or living well in the statistics that we're seeing about how many people have died from coronavirus. It doesn't tell us how well they've died. It just tells us how many have died.
This is ancient wisdom you're sharing here, and it just shines a light that we have a sick care system, not a healthcare system, you know. And it's like America has the best systems money can buy, just like it has the best politicians money can buy. And so this is the real question right now. And to making this personal for you, Charles, what is your personal initiation right now in these times? I feel we're all going through an initiation, and maybe if you could just say a word on that.
You know, there's a lot of people I don't know here, and I'm not sure how personal I want to get, but I'll say that I've been in a crucible, like many people have, where the ordinary escape valves from my close situation do not exist. So it kind of flushes hidden truths to the surface. And I think this is happening on a social level too. The things that ordinarily escape our notice because we're so busy, or we have our normal comforts and go-tos, those aren't available anymore. And so we're put face to face with uncomfortable truths. And I'm definitely experiencing that in my quarantine, just as everybody else is. And the question then is, how do I incorporate those truths? Do I push them away and snap back to normal? And our society, do we take this opportunity to take a different path? Or do we default back to the normal? And do we even want to go to that normal? It's not like everything was awesome before COVID hit. In a way, we're being shown where we have been going anyway. None of the responses to COVID are new, as far as the increasing distance between people, the migration of life online, the erosion of civil liberties, et cetera, et cetera. Everything that we're being shown in harsh relief, the direction we've been going, even the obsession with hygiene and safety and security and health. Like, do we really want to go there? So this intensified normal, it's like totally abnormal, and it's a break in normality, but it's also an intensification of normal, which poses us with a stark choice. And yeah, so I think many people will resonate with that personally too. Like, what am I seeing about myself and my life that was not visible before? And it's a that's why I called it the coronation, because it's bringing choice into a realm that we had not been exercising choice before.
Beautifully said, Charles. Thank you. And please do stay for lunch, and we'll continue this fascinating discussion of the fractal nature of these times. You know, the individual to the collective has never been so clear, what Jung taught us. Thank you so much.